Hello, it's Uncle Bob. Today I want to talk about the Mini 3 hooking up to the RC Pro Controller. Last night I spent maybe 2 hours trying to figure out how to get the Mini 3 to pair with the controller, and it wasn't having any part of it, which was so frustrating. So I went to bed and then decided I would take another look in the morning and see how to get this done. To save money, I went to Costco and I purchased this DJI Mini 3 Pro camera drone bundle, which was $909, and with taxes in California. And it comes with 3 batteries, the regular controller, an SD card, and a battery charger, and the drone, of course. So I figured that would be the perfect thing to buy with my RC Pro controller. Okay, the first step when you have one of these Mini 3 drones, really, really cute, is to pair it to your standard controller like this one. Get the drone paired because it's going to want you to do a firmware update. And that was, I'm hoping, the reason for it. And we're going to do this live to pair it up to the RC Pro controller to see if it works now. So this is going to be a live test. But yeah, I noticed this Mini 3 gets hot really quickly when it's not flying. And it's kind of warm in my house right now too. So it's a good idea to fire up your controller first, get that all ready to go. Make sure you do any kind of updates that needs to happen. So there's an update that needs to happen, so I'm going to pause the video. So this puppy's installing. I'll give it a little bit. Hopefully it won't be too long. How do you like that? It's installed already. So it's a quick installation. So now we're ready to see if this puppy will connect to the Mini 3. So now I'm going to fire up the Mini 3. The power button is on the top. So it's fired up right now. I'm going to see if it connects automatically. So far it's not connecting. So I'm going to go to the connection guide and whip it over to, go over to the Mini 3 Pro. Click on that. They're going to always do this updating the firmware. That happens every time when I switch from different drones on this controller. So let it do its thing. Okay. The firmware is now updated. Let's see if this baby connects. Okay, so I'm going to have to pair the drone. And you do this by just holding this down for a few seconds. So you get that little buzz noise and the thing starts blinking back and forth like that. Now we're going to click on pair. There we go. My controller is now paired with the Mini 3. All right, it's asking me to bind everything, so I'm just binding it real quick. So binding is successful. All right, I always like to, let me just double check all the firmware and software. So I'm going to check for updates. Everything's up to date. So I always update the max altitude for this drone. I like to, because I'm a mountain flyer. Okie dokie. So before we take off, I'm going to just launch the drone real fast just to see if everything's okay.
Take off.
Okie dokie. So the drone looks good. I'm gonna bring it back down. So that's it. That's it. Make sure that you start your pairing process with this controller. Update all the firmware on the drone and in this controller for the Mini 3. Once that's done, then you can start your connect process with the Pro controller. And it works like a champ. Yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about was how to transport this Mini 3 without going out and spending money on a new hard case. What I decided I'm going to do is the case that I got with my Mavic 3 Flymore kit. I'm just going to use this case because there is plenty of room for the controller and also for your Mini 3 and the batteries. So basically it has everything you need just to carry it around. So you don't have to worry about getting another case. All right. Well, that's it, guys. This is your Uncle Bob. Cheers.